in our previous session we have displayed the categories and also we have displayed the brands. Now in this session we are going to see how to edit categories and how to edit brands. The same procedure whatever we have done for editing products, the same procedure we are going to follow, and we are going to edit categories and brands. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, this was the data we have displayed for categories, and when I click on view brands, brands data will be displayed. I'll come to view categories. Now when I hover on this edit icon, below you can see I am having, okay, this is my demo project. I'll just come to my project. Okay, now this is my project. I'll click on view categories. Now when I hover on edit product, you can see below I am having index.php question mark view categories, and for this deleting also I am having the same thing. Okay, whatever I am having inside the URL, the same thing is getting displayed for me. Now when I click on this edit, whatever ID this category is having, using that ID I have to edit. So for that, inside, okay, this is the category. Now here I am just going to write index.php. I'll write question mark. Now here I am just going to write edit category. Edit category is equal to, now here I am just going to write the PHP code. Let me just write here PHP echo, and I just have to echo this one. Okay, category ID we have already fetched from the database. I'll copy this and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll save this. Now I'll just refresh this one. Now whenever I hover on this, you can see index.php question mark edit category is equal to 1. Then category is equal to 2, then 3. Okay, for all the things I will be getting the category ID number. Now I'll just come here. Now as soon as I click on this edit, you can see here I am having one heading. Then below this I am having one category title subheading. Then here I am having one input field. Then below this I am having one button, and whatever data I am having inside the database, that is already been displayed inside the form. Again I'll come to view categories. You can see juices 1. So juices 1 is been displayed here. Okay, now in the same way, when I click on this edit, you can see here I am having edit category is equal to 1, but no data is been displayed. Okay, now we are going to design in the same way. How we have done for editing products, we are going to do in the same way. I'll just come here. I'll come to index.php. Now here I'll just copy the same thing. Below this I'm just going to paste. I'll come here. I'll copy this variable. Okay, this is the get variable. What I'm telling, if this get variable is set, then I have to display this page. Okay, I'll just display this edit category page. I'll save this. I'll just do Control B, and here I'm just going to create this file. I'll copy this file name, and inside this admin area I'm just going to create that file. Now inside this, let me just write here hello. I'll save. Okay, now this is set. As soon as I refresh this one, you can see hello will be displayed. Now if I just remove this one, now no data will be displayed because nothing is active. Now when I click on view categories, categories is displayed. When I click on this edit, you can see this page is been displayed. Now in place of this, I just have to display the form. Okay, this kind of form I have to display, and I have to display all these headings. Okay, first we are going to design this using HTML. Later on we are going to add PHP code for this. Okay, I'll just come here. Here I'll be creating one div, and for this div I'll just give the bootstrap class container, and also I'm just going to give some margin top of 3. Inside this div container, I'll just write here h1. For this I'll just write here text center. Here I'll be writing edit category. I'll save this. I'll just refresh my project. You can see here I'm having edit category. Below this I'm having subtitle, that is category title. Below this h1, before that let me just create one form. Okay, that is basically a label I have given for that input field. Inside this form I'm not going to give action because I'm going to write PHP code in the same file. Then here I'll be writing method. Method is equal to post. Okay, then for this we don't have to give end type because we are not going to edit image or we are not going to insert image. Only thing we are going to do is we are going to edit the text. So we don't have to include end type. And for this I'm just going to give the class. Class I'll be giving here text center. Okay, because whatever label I have given there, okay, that is in the middle. So I'm just giving here text center. Okay, if you want to give for label, then also you can do that one. Now inside this I'll just create one div. For this div I'll be adding the bootstrap class, that is form outline. Okay, if you are not aware of bootstrap, then you can just go to bootstrap website, and from there you can just copy this code. Okay, margin bottom of 4, then I just want width to be 50. Okay, I don't want it to take complete 100%. Okay, before that let me just show you only so much of output. Inside this div container, I'll just create one label. For this label, I'm just going to give here form label. Okay, for if you want you can give, let me just give here category title only, category title. Now inside this label, I'll be writing here category title, category title. I'll save this. Now I'll come to my project, I'll refresh this. You can see category title is being displayed. Here I have given text center, so that is the reason it has come in the middle. Now if I remove and if I show you, you can see here I'll be having category title. Okay, so that is the reason I have given text center. Then below this label, I'm just going to create input field. For this input field, type will be text. I'm just going to give name attribute. This name attribute is very important. I'll just give the same thing, category title. Then ID I am just going to give. When we are giving ID, whatever value we have given inside for, the same value we have to pass for ID. Okay, only then it will understand this ID belongs to this particular div container. Okay, for this particular input field. And also I am just going to give class. Class I'll just write here form control. Form control, and last I am just going to give required is equal to required. Okay, if you don't want to give required is equal to required, for products we have done, if this category is empty or if this input field is empty, then we can display our customized message. Okay, let me just show you view categories. Inside this edit products, okay, here we have already displayed this condition. You can see if this is empty, then we are going to display this message. Okay, but if you don't want to write this thing, then you can just write here required is equal to required. I'll save this. Now if I just refresh this, you can see this is my input field, but I don't want it should take complete 100%. So for that I'm just going to give here width to be 50 and also margin to be auto. Okay, so that it will come in the middle. Now if I just refresh this one, you can see this is my input field. Now below this I just need one button. So below this div container, okay, this div container belongs to this input field. Now below this div container, I'll be creating input field. For this type I am just going to give here submit. Then value I'll just give here value, let me just write here update category. Okay, whatever you want you can give update category. Then for this I'm just going to give the bootstrap class. I'll just write here btn info, and also I'm just going to give some padding x of 3, and also I'm just going to give margin bottom of 3. Okay, if you want to give padding you can give, if you don't want then you can just remove. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see here I'm having update category. I'll just come to view categories. Now when I click on this edit category, you can see this entire thing is being displayed. Okay, now first what we have to do, first we have to fetch the data from the database, then we have to update the categories. Okay, now to fetch the data we have to write the PHP code. Okay, this is the basic HTML code. I have just displayed heading, I have displayed the form. Now what I am going to do, I am going to write the PHP code for this. I'll just come here and top I am just going to write here PHP code. Here I'll be closing this one. Now what we have to check here, now whenever this particular variable is active, only then I have to fetch the data from the database. So here I'll be writing this one, if is set. Now that variable is present inside URL. So for URL we are having get method. Inside this I'm just going to copy this variable, and inside this I'm just going to paste that one. Okay, now whatever value I am having inside this edit category, I have to store inside separate variable. So for that I'm just going to write here edit category. Edit category is equal to, using this get method I just have to access that one. I'll be pasting that. Now here I'm just going to display that edit category. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see here I am having 1. Okay, whatever value I am having inside URL, that is being displayed. Again I'll come to view categories. I'll just come to milk products. You can see 4 and 4. Okay, this is how we are going to display the data. Now using this category ID, we are going to fetch the data from the database, and that data we are going to display in the form. Okay, I'll just remove this one, or for better understanding let me just come in this one. Now here I'll be writing query. I'll just write here get categories. Okay, because I have to fetch the data from the database, and inside this I'm just going to write this query, select star from categories, I have to fetch data from the categories table. So here I'll be writing select star from categories. Okay, if I do this one, it is going to select all the data from the database, but I don't want this one. I should select only if this ID is getting matched with the database, only that data I have to select. Inside database, we are having this category ID. Okay, this is the database column name. If this is equal to this one, okay, this variable whatever we have created, if this is equal to this one, only that data I have to fetch. Okay, now once I write this query, I have to execute this one. I'll be writing result and here MySQL I query, and it is going to take two parameters, connection variable and this query variable. Okay, connect file we are not including because inside index.php we have already included this connect file, and inside index.php we are including this edit category file, so again we don't have to include connect file. Okay, now once this is executed successfully, I have to fetch the category title from the database. So here I'll be creating one variable row. Here I'll be writing MySQL I fetch ASOC, and inside this I'm just going to pass this result variable. And then I have to fetch category title. So here I'll be writing category title. Category title is equal to, using this row, I just have to fetch the data from the database. I'll just copy this one and here I'm just going to paste. Now here let me just write here echo and category title. I'll save this. I'll just refresh this one. Now you can see for category ID 4 I'm having milk products, so milk products is been fetched. I'll come here, you can see for 4 I'm having milk products. Now for 3 I'm having vegetables. I'll click on edit, you can see vegetables is been displayed. Okay, using this we have successfully able to fetch the data from the database. Okay, the same pattern whatever we have done for editing products, the same pattern I am just repeating here. Okay, now this, okay, let me just comment this one. Now this variable I just have to print inside the input field. Now here we are having this input. I'll just write here value. Inside this value I'll be writing this PHP echo. I just want to display this inside the form. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one, you can see vegetable is been displayed here. Again I'll come to view categories, milk products is been displayed. Again I'll click on shoes is been displayed. Okay, the first thing we have performed successfully. Now whenever I edit here and when I click on this update category, this data should be updated and I should be redirected to view categories, and here also that data should be updated. Okay, you can see it is not getting updated here. Okay, now we are going to perform that one. Now below this, okay, this is for our first condition. If that is set, we are just fetching the data from the database and we are just displaying inside the form. Okay, now what I am going to do, now for this one, for this input field, I am just going to give name attribute. I'll just write here edit category. Okay, let me just write here edit cat. Okay, I'll just copy this one. Now below this, I'm just going to check for the condition. If is set, now I have to use post method because inside the form we have passed post method. Whenever I click on this button, whatever value I am having inside this input field, okay, this input field I have to access and I have to store inside separate variable. So here I'll be writing cat title. Okay, I am giving separate name because here I have already used category title. So here I am just writing here cat title, okay, so that we don't get confused. Now I have to fetch the data from the input field using post method, and inside this whatever value we have given for this one, I am just going to copy and here I am just going to paste. Okay, the same value we have to pass. Now once I get this value, now I have to write the update query. Here I will be writing update query is equal to update table name. I have to update categories table. I will be writing that one, categories. Then I have to write set category title. I'll copy and here I'll be pasting that one. Category title is equal to this one, okay, this input field. Okay, this variable I have to paste here. Okay, this is the column name present inside the database table. This is the variable. Okay, now whatever new value we are going to enter, that will be stored inside this one, and we are going to set category title to this category title, okay, the new one. Okay, if I write this one, all the data will be updated. So here I have to write the where condition, where category ID. Okay, let me just remove this one. Okay, the same condition, this entire thing, where category ID is equal to category ID. Okay, this edit category ID. I'll paste that one. Okay, what I have done, I am just updating the categories table. I am setting the category title to new category title where this condition, okay, if this category ID from the database, if that is getting matched with the URL ID, only then I have to update, or else I should not update. Okay, then same thing, I'll just copy this result one, and below this I'm just going to paste. I'll just write here result cat update query, and here I'm just going to paste update query. Then below this I'm just going to check for the condition. If my result is executed successfully, I'll paste this one. If this is executed successfully, then I just have to display this one. I'll be writing a script tag, and also I'm just going to close the script tag. Inside this I'll be writing here alert, and here I'm just going to write the category is been updated successfully. Category is been updated. I'll copy. Then here window dot open. Inside this I should be redirected to view categories page. Here I'll be writing view categories dot php, and I have to open in the self tab. So here I'll be writing self. Okay, this is the same pattern I have just followed. We are done with this. Let us check it is working or not. I'll refresh this one. Let me just come to view categories. I'll click on fruits. I'll just write here fruits 1, update category. Category has been updated successfully. Okay. Okay, I am not undefined variable connection on line 15. Okay, inside view categories we have not given this one undefined variable connection because we have not included connection file inside this one. So what we have to do here, first I'm just going to give index.php question mark. Okay, this we have to give. Okay, this entire file path we have to give. I'll come back. I'll refresh this one. I'll click on update categories. Category has been updated successfully. Okay, now here I am having index.php and view categories. Let me just click on view categories. Okay, let me just remove this PHP from here. Okay, it is not displaying anything. Again I'll refresh. I'll click on view categories. You can see the data has been updated here. I'll click on vegetables, vegetable 1, update category. Category has been updated successfully. I am redirected to index.php view categories, and here you can see the category has been updated. Again I'll click. I'll just write here vegetables only, update category. Category has been updated vegetables. Again here also fruits, update category. Okay, okay, now the category has been updated. Okay, we are done. Okay, this we are done successfully. Okay, editing category is done. Now we are going to do editing products. Editing category is done. Now in the same way we are going to do editing brands. Okay, if you have understood this one, then you can just skip editing brands. If you want to still revise, you can just watch this one. I'll just do Control A, Control C. I'll just copy, and inside this admin I'm just going to create one file. I'll just write here edit brands dot php. Inside this I'm just going to paste the entire thing. I'll just save this. I'll come to index.php. Inside this admin I'll just open this index.php. Now I'll copy this one. Below this I'm just going to paste, and here I'll be writing edit brands. Once this is active, then I have to open this edit brands table. Okay, edit brands file. I have to open edit brands file. Now here also inside this, when I click on this edit brands file, I have to open. Now I'll just come to view brands. Inside this I'm just going to add this one. I'll just write here index.php question mark edit brands is equal to PHP code echo, and I just have to echo this brand ID. I'll be closing this. I'll save this one. Now I'll refresh this one, view brands. Now when I hover on this, you can see edit brand is equal to 1. When I click on this, all the data is been displayed, and this form is also been displayed. Okay, now we are going to change all this thing. Instead of edit category, we are going to write brand category. I'll come to edit brands. Here I'm just going to write, here I'll be writing edit brands. Okay, only changes we have to do, rest everything is same. Edit brands, then I have to write brands table. Then here I'll be writing brand ID. brand ID is equal to edit brand. I'll copy, here I'll be pasting that one. Then here also I'll just change get brands, copy, paste, then result is same. Then here I'll be writing brand title, I'll copy, and here I'm just going to paste. Then again I'll just copy this one, and inside this value I'm just going to paste that one, brand title. Then here let me just change then here edit brand, copy, update category, update brand. Okay, I'm just doing changes here. Edit brand, copy, and here when I click on this edit brand, I have to fetch the category brand title. So here I'll be writing brand, copy, and here also paste. Then here also paste, here also paste, where category ID, where brand ID, brand ID is equal to this one, okay, this variable. I'll copy, and here I'm just going to paste. Then result brand, copy, paste, update query, then alert brand has been updated successfully, Here I have to write view brands. Okay, let me check. I'll refresh this one. Okay, now you can see the data is been displayed from brands. Now here I'll just write here Swiggy one update. Okay, undefined error, undefined column brand ID on line 17. Let me just check on line 17. Okay, this one on line 17 I'm getting, because here I have not changed the table. I'll just write here brands. I'll save this. Now I'll just refresh this one, continue. Brand updated successfully. Now you can see Swiggy one. For Zomato I'll click, Zomato is been displayed, Zomato 1-2 update, brand is been updated successfully, Zomato 1-2. Again I'll click, I'll just write here Zomato update, brand is been updated successfully. Okay. Now for McDonald's, if I just remove here MC Donald's, brand has been updated successfully, you can see. Now inside the database also this data will be updated. I'll click on view products, it is working. Insert categories is working. View categories, I can edit categories. View brands, I can edit brands. Okay, everything is working now, everything is working. Now next we are going to see how to delete categories and how to delete brands. Okay, brands I have done, whatever we have done for editing categories, I have copied the entire same thing, and wherever I was having categories, I have just changed to brands. Okay, don't get confused. Here I'll just copy, and here I'm just going to paste. Don't get confused what I have done. I have just done the same thing and I have just changed the variables. Okay, we are done with this session as well. Next we are going to work on deleting categories and deleting brands.